spread this
Or you can
way
spread them to the sideline, hand it to the running back, and get out of the way.
As a result of that. 2nd and 6, it's Miller again with a stiff arm to get free. KENDRE Miller stays on his feet for a first.
The hidden secret, as you see, look like the front side might be 74 right there with a little hold. Yep.
Miller almost got free. They hand it off to Miller. First down and more. Miller. Shifty.
They haven't been able to solidify the quarterback position, and they seem to have found their guy now with Max Duggan.
So Miller on first down. Duggan gives it to him with a big opening. Miller finally upended at the Texas.
Work this double team and this movement. Boom, that movement allows him to get up to the second.
And remains on the sidelines. KENDRE Miller is in the backfield. And here he goes. He's got breakaway capability. 2nd and 2. Bounces out. That's great read. That's just a brilliant read by the back.
To this pace and tempo has got to be their friend, but the risk is the young quarterback making a mistake or an error like he's already done twice in the time he's been in the game.
Rest of this season.
No question about it, Timmy, but you can see what TCU is doing. They're relying on the run game. They have no confidence.
2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground with Miller. And Miller with a good run. And
Far the longest run of the day for Duggan. Hands it off to KENDRE Miller. Good movement from the offensive line this time. That depleted offensive line. KENDRE Miller. Big hole again. First down. KENDRE Miller still going to the 6. West Virginia loads up the box here on first down. They're going to try and run it against it. Miller to the outside. KENDRE Miller has a first down. The true freshman continues to show. Back in the hands of KENDRE Miller. And even when it's field goal. Just over 200 yards of offense for the Horned Frogs today. KENDRE Miller on first down.
Really impressive, and they're doing it the old school way.
KENDRE Miller makes a couple of men miss. Pulled down at the.
They've already got 24 points and 119 yards on the ground. They'll add to. They've made a living with explosive plays here in the first half. Miller. He gets 12.
And sometimes they run away from their blockers. You see the action go to the right of the offense, and he keeps that thing front side on the
in the backfield. 3rd straight run. And no one touches him until he gets probably.
That's just looking for work. You see 47 right there. He's just looking. Nobody. Okay, I'll just barely kind of pinball these.
Duggan's completed 2 passes. Both of them have been for touchdowns. Miller, patient run. Flipped over his head.
Here, but it's going to be the run to the right. It's a little full block by the guard. And see how that messes it with the defense.
TCU touchdowns. 5 of them offensive, 2 defensive, 1 special teams. And they're
3rd down and 8. And a run, and what a burst. Miller, 10-5, touchdown TCU.
Well, he made it look easy because the defense for Louisiana Tech had all of their defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage. The offensive line for TCU does a nice job. Miller able to walk his he may have had some sort of hand issues. He was walking up the field previously.
And 2nd down. Miller, 30, 10-5, Miller, another touchdown.
For TCU, just takes a little inside zone there. Nice block from the line, getting up to the linebacker level, and he does a nice job switching the ball over to the right hand. keep it away from Thornton, the defender, number 38.
High TCU in points, 59. That came against Kansas on
Darwin Barlow left for USC. Kendre Miller just shoots through the hole, breaking tackles inside the 10. Miller, chance to cap it off. Miller jumps into the end zone. Touchdown TCU. Super athletic, of course. I mean. And their defense has only allowed 24 yards, so they've done their job as well. And DeBrito on the stop. Why not give Miller another drive after what he did on the last one? Patient here, trying to stretch it out wide. Gets the first down. Little challenge here, one that they haven't seen much of. They'll go to Kendre Miller, who has space and a first down, knocked down near the 30. Much done everything they've wanted to offensively and certainly defensively. Here's Kendre Miller, and he walks it in.
Hand off to Miller. A slithery run. Miller breaks a tackle. First down TCU.
You see it there. Number 2 running back behind Zach Evans. And the formation checking into the game for Evans. And he has some room. Miller to the house.
Really not a lot of drop-off. We talk about Zach Evans and his talent. But Kendre Miller, Amari DiMaccardo, they have got some talented runners here at TCU, but the thing that was
top for sure. On 1st and 20, Miller gets Duggan here, and a rush for again. Duggan has to elude one man and finds Miller inside the 20, inside the 15. Finally thrown long.
just take what you can get, live to fight another day.
That time they snapped it quickly. Miller looking for the edge inside the 5, lunging. But they're very comfortable with Kendre Miller. They'll give it to him here on 3rd down and puts a shoulder down and is into the end zone for the TCU touchdown.
And just like that, we've got a ball game. J.D. Spillman with an excellent block from the slot. Pins over.
He's their home run hitter on the field today. They're down a couple of wideouts. This is Miller getting to the edge. Ran over his own man. And back to the action. A gaping hole for Miller. Has the first down and then some. He's off. Cribbed it. Touchdown, TC.
And it starts with Steve Avilu and Coy McMillan, the center and left guard. Kendre Miller sees the hole, and the beautiful thing for him is he has the speed to explode through it, and then he finishes. He finds the
What a great dimension to have a quarterback that can run the ball the way he does. Great move inside by Miller. He's in yet here in the 3rd quarter, even though he indicated to Clint that he was okay. This is Miller. A nice sprint into the open. Miller with an education and acceleration. He's gone. Touchdown.
Miller. Like I said, you cannot give enough credit to his offensive line. Look at that hole. Boom. Nice cut. Gets vertical, and he does what he did in the first half. He goes run.
143, 131 for Evans and Miller and Duggan. And surprises so far in college football. First down and 10 for the Horned Frogs. Miller. They become the first group of 5 team to crash the party. This is Miller again, bounces off one tackle.
Right? She knows this is just a walk in the park.
Oh, yeah. And this is a run in the park by Miller. Gone! He got some time today. Touchdown, TCU.
Get one. Kendre Miller on the zone read. Offensive line is just moving people all over the place all day. And once again, Kendre Miller
on the verge of improving to 3-2.
You just watch him. He gets in the hole and he goes whoop sideways like a conveyor belt. And then he hits those jets. Gary Patterson is diversifying his bonds today. And boy,
just to be out there. Again, it's Kendre Miller. He's a speedy back. Had a 3-touchdown performance against Texas.
Duggan looking to throw. It's a screen underneath. Miller has blockers, and Kendre Miller's got great speed. Tide roughing down the sideline all the way home. Back up in the depth chart, but Miller is super talented.
Yeah, he baited the defense, looking to his right. 88. You love to see receivers that get involved, but he's got a convoy. Does a good job getting behind him. There's 88 right there. Picks up a good block. Now he gets to the corner, and Chris, there's the speed you talk. See if he stays in bounds. So far, so good. All the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Will take it. And let's take a look at Miller here. Makes a cut and then foot that Holly talked about, and that's a massive win. They get about 7.
Toughness out here tonight.
No question. Sure do. Here's Miller trying to play hurt, and he shows a good burst and then dives out of bounds.
Some good blocking on that outside. OU this year's had a tough time from game to game of setting the edge.
Associated with electric quick strike. They have been tonight, though, a little bit, and they're going to try to get a big play from Miller, who fights really hard. Here's a guy, by the way. Miller accelerates and then just shows that leg drop. His touchdown came as a receiver. He's also been an effective runner. He's got it again. First down and slams down inside.
And it's Miller. Cutting back. Man, that was an inviting run look. Miller again. 1st and 10. And it's Miller again. And he's loose. Mahone is down because Miller is a handful to tackle. You talked about Miller's explosiveness because you were all over it with the explosiveness of Miller, and you add a healthy Zach Evans to the equation. Kendre Miller has checked in into the backfield. He gets the carry. Miller.
And then their last drive. And Duggan wants to throw. He checks down for the running back Miller, who eclipses midfield, has a first down and then some, and he made it 2nd and 18. Throw to the flat as they find
screen matched up with Julius Brents.
Instead, they hand it off. Miller to the left side, first down and then some as he 10-yard line. Miller, the magic man on the drive for the Horned Frogs.
This Tech had 185 yards rushing and a 45-yard touchdown run, and really he is explosive. He's like light.
Ohio State, an NFL defensive back. So glad you're with us. TCU on offense as they're down by 11, and this is the jolt they've been looking for. Kendre Miller is inside the 20 and down inside the 5-yard. Nine attempts, -8 yards. Kind of tells you what kind of day it was with the ball in his hands, trying to take things on the ground.
TCU 1 of 5 on 3rd down today. This is Kendre Miller. Miller still going. Shakes off Kenny Logan Jr. Goodbye. Boy, it's good to have Kendre Miller back.
The main reason why he got the starting nod, the consistency. Miller spins out of one tackle, puts his head down.
Just amazing.
Johnston at the top of your screen, and they give it to Kendre Miller, and he breaks one up the middle.
It plays for this offense to be effective. I thought the one drive they had offensively, as you take a look at Kendre, need to find a way to get the ball in his hands here in the second half.
Well, here's Miller again, and Miller up the middle, breaking tackles.
That previous play to Wiley.
Miller and DeMarcado in the backfield. It's Miller, though, gets the carry. Left side. And touchdown.
What a drop. TCU, 80 yards. As you see, Kendre Miller gets that ball across the goal line for the score. Maybe go down and get some points, cut it to a one-score game, and now
3 receivers to Duggan's left.
And there's the first carry of the game. Kendre Miller, Arkansas played the last 4 years there. And from the one, they give it to Kendre Miller for the easy 1 yard.
Look at this, all those guys in that zone read, and he knows I have a backside cutoff by my tight end. 6.
Second rushing touchdown of the year for
Plex.
Jackson. Hands off, dumping off one tackler, Miller.
Look behind the guard and center. He's able to push everybody over. Andrew Coker, 74, and then it's just a
play clock gets under 5. Plenty of time. Duggan likes to flip it to Miller. 25-30, 35-40. Ooh, gets hard. See Duggan now nearing 300 yards through the air. He's going to hand off this time to Kendre Miller.
On first down, they hand yes, Miller with some space to the left side across the 50, eventually pushed out of bounds in SMU territory. SMU showing blitz, handoff is to Miller, bounces to the outside, his quarterback Duggan giving him a block, across the 25, brought down inside the 20.
You defensively nowhere to go, and then you look at the little spin by Miller, great balance outside, picks up the block from his quarterback Max Duggan, and another big run for Kendre Miller.
So, 2nd and 7, back to the ground with Miller, finds space over the middle, still on his feet, Miller, end zone, touchdown, TCU.
45-minute drive now, good job, good blocking at the point of attack, and he's break the tackles, low center of gravity. Kendre Miller, go get yourself one, young man. Horned Frogs lead it.
Spivey was a man in motion there, pre-snap. Duggan bringing the heat, gets it away. Did he catch that? Whoa! 2nd and 7, Miller in battle in the backfield. This is Miller on the carry, delays, still on his feet, a flat. Here is Miller with the carry. He gets downhill so quickly inside the red zone. TCU inside the red zone today, 2 for 2. They go back to Miller, makes a cut, bruised 5 yards, 1st and 15. On the ground with Miller. Breaks a shoestring tackle. Miller in the backfield. They give it to him straight ahead, and he does.
Field position on the opening drive for TCU. This is going to be Kendre Miller. Broke one tackle, another one, and got stopped short. That's been the story all year. 1st and 10. Duggan hands it off this time. Miller, touchdown, Horned Frog.
So you're going to see it right here, the block by Big 77. And he's going to get his man Kendre Miller through there. We don't do ankle tackles here, baby. It's Miller time.
1st and 10, Duggan out of the shotgun. Hands it off, nice hold from Miller. Still on his feet, great hand walk. Miller into the boundary, showing great patience, and picked up about 9-yard gain. A gaping, yawning hole for Miller, and he's off. Kendre Day, that's what it is. Touchdown. Now, 48-17,
and you see.
Handed off to Miller, and Miller.
Bruce Feldman's freaks list. This is the first run. It is Kendre Miller, and here it on 1st down, a run. Miller keeps his feet. He's whirling across the 35 yards.
Flying across the field.
Came over from Tulsa after 7 years there, and a good strong run from Kendre. Miller, this time he's in. Touchdown TCU.
Pullers around. I'm not going to let those defenders set the edge. We're going to go hit. That's how you pay off a takeaway at the 1-yard line. The catastrophic.
Such great body control, and that one was way easier. Duggan does hand it off, and it is Miller who is. Miller stays in. He gets it again, steps over a body and drives into
shoulder pads north and south.
Why not go there again with tempo? Miller runs into Logan, and what a
goal! He'll make you miss.
Here's Miller whirling and across the 30-yard line. Out is drowning out our referee, Steve Barron. Dug in a methodical roll. He did get it away for Kendre Miller. Another handoff. It is Miller into space again. He got rid of Logan and finds his way to the...
He is powerful at 220 pounds. You're not arm tackling him there. You're not arm tackling there. He's going to carry you.
Yeah, fifth-year senior. We mentioned their all-time leading quarterback.
No, maybe so.
Yeah, it's a terrific place, and they're expanding. So popular, they're opening a couple more locations. Oklahoma State, one of the least penalized teams in the country. Here's Kendre Miller, untouched until he got inside. He changed that to TCU. They said that paper mill used to get up to about 120 degrees when they were chopping up.
Part of they are. Fraternity as well.
Oh, a little spin move by Miller, and another big gainer. Back-to-back. Tui Halamaka.
Just kind of felt it. He's a quicker athlete than the guy that was trying to tackle him.
Max Duggan lines up in the pistol. Kendre Miller trying to get outside. And he was able to... They are heeding your advice. Miller slices through a hole. Great balance. And finally wrestled down.
Looks by the Oklahoma State defense. He's never gotten quite comfortable.
Running for a first down. Kendre Miller lowers his head. And has a touchdown for
zone. Alon Ali, the center with a big block.
At least one rushing. Kendre Miller, the running back. They start with him. He breaks out of a punt.
What a run.
And powers down.
And the legs kept powering forward. And Oklahoma State just didn't get him on the ground.
They've defended 77 today on a 90-degree day. Miller has the first down.
Safety help. Do they take a shot at him?
No, they give it to Miller. Touchdown! TCU wins! In the first half, and they rally to win. Sonny Dykes was all...
It's about having the attitude permeate your program. Both sides can take a page out of his pens.
Right away. And 9. K-State brings someone off the edge, and they go right up the gut. And it's Miller. Kendre Miller in the backfield for TCU as they look to even things up, and you can bet.
Where will you be? You're used to scoring from outside. That's a different beast down there.
Again, they go inside zone, and that's Kendre.
Now, Khalid Duke is the strong linebacker, had him in his grasp him, and watch him. Number 29 had him. He just comes right out of it. Boom. You got him right there, and he squeezes out.
Kendre Miller remains the setback. And he'll take it. A quick hitter, and he's for coaching in college football. I mean, he really is. Kendre Miller, look at him go. The ground game. Kendre.
Surprised him is something special. I really liked him and watching film on him this last couple of weeks. And the thing I like about him, you see the presence of mind, the stiff arm with that hand, and to separate himself. And he's got speed on the...
He had a big game against Kansas State last year, 102 yards.
Kansas State has shown they can strike fast or sustain 10-play drive.
Miller, 265. But he comes off that corner with intentionality.
Nice move.
Miller shedding.
Safety was the one that he dodged and made miss. Watch him here. Boop. 21 puts that head down. Get a keep territory there. I don't know why they're in cover 2, though. I'd still come down and defend the run here.
Duggan shovels it out to Miller. Kendre Miller. He's got The first down. A little sleight of hand.
Yeah, just look at the fact that, number one, if you have a run play on, you've gotten 8 guys down in the box for a reason. Even if it's draw, you still got enough bodies around. At least keep it in front of the sticks and you don't move the chains. I have a question as to why they're
inside the phone booth.
Yep, old school stuff here.
Miller. And he's burrowing down.
Hopefully, perhaps play it off.
Johnston in motion. It's Miller.
Got it.
Miller.
Oh,
touchdown.
Yeah.
Miller.
As Tim pointed out, 12 plays, 75 yards. And again, it culminates with this. Now, the possessions, the amount of time you possess the ball is going to start to shrink. And again, the
cards on the play, then 10 on the penalty for a total of 21. Miller. KENDRE Miller. Miller.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, TCU.
In the backfield, but watch 17 act as the lead blocker here. It's called a slow draw. He goes back and seeks and finds Kobe Savage.
For TCU, nursing a 10-point lead after trailing by 18 at one point late. I mean, very late in the second. We certainly have our own views, but they are speculative in nature, and they have to be, as you see.
And the story of this team, the performance of this offense does as well.
KENDRE Miller gets them started with a gain of 6. Counter handoff. And that looks to go for about 7. Max Duggan. It's to KENDRE Miller. Right up the gut goes Miller. He's gone. Touchdown. 51 yards. 1 snap after the takeaway. KENDRE Miller guts the West Virginia deep.
Duggan may have touched him as he was handing the football off.
Right up the gut. KENDRE Miller. Some breathing.
From a 3rd and short.
Spinning for the first down. Here's Miller.
He's come up with some good contract. Diapers worked well for the egg drop. Wrap it up a couple times.
Here's KENDRE Miller. First down and then some. Terrific run with great field.
Gets Brandon Coleman out front, pulling from the backside. And does a nice job. He's so good at just slipping blocks.
Miller again, spins again, and he's close to a first down.
Here's where Max Duggan being banged up with his legs could really hurt him.
Miller, that's a good one. Right.
He told his teammates he could go, but his body language, guys, a bit concerning right now.
On 2nd down and 3, Miller. Some options there. First down at the 8-yard line for TCU. And they'll run it this time. Miller, huge hole, and Miller. And he'll hand it off. Miller. First down.
Ready to stop the run game.
First down at the 32. Miller. And watch him go. Here's the sideline. Stays on his feet. Still running. And down in.
Beautiful run. Finally, they get them sealed right down the middle. And he got tripped up there near the 40. It looks like he's kind of trying to go down, but puts that hand down, stays up, and gains extra yardage as the Red Raiders tried to chase him down.
First down at the Texas Tech 18.
You did really well.
So a first down from the 49. And here's Duggan swinging it out. Miller. And Miller still running. He'll pick. First down from the 40-yard line. Tech running it with Miller. And I like the patience. Backfield. This is his territory. They'll give it to him. Flag on the play. He gets in for the score, but let's see.
He's in a fight with Merriweather, number 1. Watch this. This is just great goal line stuff right there. Now it's a battle of wills, and Miller wins that. Merriweather can't bring it.
Considerate man for a first-year guy that you could ever meet. Here's Miller. Another first down.
This is his superpower, and that's why he was successful, and others felt so good and empowered around him.
Miller, another first down.
Guys up front, they're doing a heck of a job. Steve Avila, the left guard. Alon Ali, the center.
guys that can move. That last play you saw Coburn on the run.
Miller, powerful season. He had 12 catches the first 4 games, and then the injury setting him back. Miller picks his way and falls.
Went on to reach the college football playoff. Of course, 3 remaining in the regular season, and then the 1 final standing.
Tonight, the other completions have been at or behind the line. Miller, stutter step, hesitation, and is
should come from here.
Yep, it does. And Duggan backpedals and dumps down a screen and trying to work his way as Miller. Hard work. What an effort.
He's right there. Then he cuts back. The offensive line knocks him down. And now it's just effort. Making people miss. Poor tackles by the big fellas there trying to make a play.
Miller has a little crease. Has a block on the edge. Look out. Kendre Miller in a foot race. They won't catch him. And the Frogs with the first touchdown tonight.
He's got to fit your gap. He gets inside, loses the vision, and that's what opened it up. Number 3, not quite collapsing down, shooting down. These linebackers have been aggressive all night. This time they miss it.
Texas this season. He's got 114, 10-zip TCU. Kendre Miller's the back. He's got it. Miller's big. Second and short, and the Horned Frogs protected.
Movement in the middle there.
And Miller
right up the middle.
Just the second one.
It's a second down run, and it's Kendre Miller, the tailback. He hunts end zones, and he's there again with.
This is no nonsense. A terrific job of pinning people down and
coming up at the half. But right now, back to you, Jason and Brock.
Mike, thank you very much. That's a huge one in the Pac-12, and here is yet another first down.
Mr. Miller.
A powerhouse. Yep. I mean, really. Quick throw to the outside. There he is in space this time. And a little sidestep. And you see, he told it. Bruce, that's the misdirection that Jeff Grimes wanted to and has created so far. Kendre Miller, again, just a swing, too. Look at Bolo. It's good stuff. First down run, Kendre Miller off the hesitation somehow makes his way or make his way onto the field. We expect to see him in something of a pitch count today. And it's a delayed draw, and it's Kendre Miller busting into the secondary for a TCU first down. And for
a lot of time, so we'll see how it affects him today.
Allison, thank you. We'll see if Duggan gets his pass off. He does to the outside, and once again, Kendre Miller. And you have had incredible success. That's the one that got me, was that he stands like Lincoln. Just a run on third down, and first down, Kendre Miller trying to get to the outside, and man, can he break a tackle or 2 or 3.
And this is why Iowa State's #1 across the board. Well, not that. They usually make those tackles. That is what they have done.
Kendre Miller. Somebody got a hand on him. That doesn't matter very much. He's down the sideline and dragging Ames into the end zone.
Watch this guy. Watch a redshirt freshman. I haven't seen him do this block all season long. Look at Battle. Right down the field and in your face and to the ground as well. Mason Cham goes. This is a proud defense, Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, this is #1 scoring, #1 rushing, #1 passing, #1 total defense in this Big 12.
It's 3 plays on 4th and goal. It's Miller on the run, bouncing it outside for the touchdown.
Thing, and I don't mean to single out a corner Miles Purchase because that's tough duty out there, but once you lose contain, it's over. I'm gonna put the ball up and trust my guy can go get it.
A 38-yard hit, and now the patience of Kendre Miller. Boy, that is such an intelligent
corner Purchase, but more importantly the hands to snag it.
Again on the ground, and again.
Saw it early, Marty. He's got the speed.
Miller bounces it, gets the edge. Kendre Miller deep into Kansas State territory.
Offensive lineman But watch the edge block there by Wiley. Great vision here by Miller to kick it. How about that? Quentin Johnston. The Ohio State, I think, jumped from 6 to 4.
They did. Miller on a first down carry still has this balance and has a first down to the 30 in from the 6. Second down. Miller bounces it and scores. And TCU with the takeaway. Been a while since the horn
helps. Good job. Hill, he gets his momentum going and able to break right through.
Covered by Brent's far left of the formation. That one-on-one matchup. Going to hand it off inside. Miller lowers the shoulder. Barber in motion. It's Miller. Picks his way. Kendre Miller has the edge, and he barrels down near the tip.
Here on the edge. Like called one time for a holding call. This time, clean block, and there's Miller.
Miller makes a cut.
Here's Kendre Miller, powerful runner.
He's got power. He's 220 pounds.
Legendary performance by Duggan with the way he brought them back from 11 down late. Here's Kendre Miller. Some running room and a first down. A Michigan team that's avoided turnovers all season long has handed it over twice. Kendre Miller capitalizes.
Causing that fumble. He knocked Oluwatimi, the great center, back.
The draw, and Kendre Miller is thrown down.
They have a 14-3 lead. One of those touchdowns was by the defense.
Michigan crowding the line. Kendre Miller patiently trying to find anywhere to go, and he flopped ahead to the 2nd and 6. Trying to take a commanding lead here in the second quarter, and Miller just couldn't.